Hi guys and girls. This is Marwa from Students Against Racism. This is Jean from Students Against Racism. We're both fourth year students. Jean.
Yeah, I'm a fourth year criminal justice student, and so I'm kind of reflecting, and she's in journalism, and we're kind of reflecting on what we would do differently throughout university. So we came up with 8 things.
8 things that we wish people told us before university
before
started.
coming to university.
And we do have scripts, but we're gonna try to come up with stuff off the top of our heads.
Okay.
So bear with us.
Okay, number 1. You will most likely be the only outspoken racialized person in class. Oftentimes we find ourselves alone in class, like we're the only racialized person. But even if you are in classes with other racialized people, you're probably the only person who's actually going to say something about it. Why? It's because we have this culture of silence that does not allow for these voices to be heard. So it's just very frustrating because and it's overwhelming because you kind of experience it visually by seeing the different people, and then you experience it audibly because you hear Eurocentric information, and you experience it physically because not only are you silencing your voice, but it's just very discomforting to be in a class where you can't use your voice and people won't listen to you. So it's kind of bad.
Number 2.
Oh,
it's a
4.
peace sign!
No, that's 4.
Okay. Progressive classes aren't always progressive. This is a big one, because you're going to sign up for these sociology classes and these whatever classes, and you're going to think, oh, I'm going to meet a bunch of like-minded people. They're not. You're going to meet some of the most ignorant people of your university career, the most closed-minded people, and they're not willing to listen. And a lot of times at these classes, it ends up being about who's right or wrong in these debates and not a genuine interest in learning. So that can be really, really frustrating. But
Number 3. Your money is not the only thing that pays for your university education. We're seriously financially disadvantaged, but we also pay with our minds because we're prescribed ideologies and ways of thinking that tell us, no, you shouldn't be proud of where you come from. No, you shouldn't express that. No, you shouldn't be aware. You shouldn't have a sense of self. And, we're reminded every single day that this is not what we should do. So it's just takes a toll on the way you think in university. And for me, it was just walking through was I can't even walk through university sometimes because it's just very stressful.
It's all about, yeah.
Very, very stressful.
Okay, it's recording?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 4, making friends with like-minded, similar experienced people is very important. And this was such a huge one for me because when I joined Students Against Racism, I got to learn so much. Because even though I'm a racialized person and I'm Palestinian, I'm Arab, I got to learn so much about other cultures and kind of broaden my perspective. And yeah, so I think it's a very comforting thing as well to know that, we're not all being kind of I don't know, whitewashed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That there are cultures that exist beyond, the dominant culture in society.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Number 5, the library. I think the library is incredibly important because I couldn't articulate what I was trying to say. I was just I would just talk to I talked to Marwa and I'd be like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what
exactly.
I mean? You know what I mean?
We can communicate it with just one sentence.
And it's just really hard to find the right words. So going to the library and finding different authors of color, really articulating what I was feeling was really good for me. So I could have the vocabulary and I could explain what I was going through. So I think that if you really need to kind of find the right words and to find something that relates to you, the library is definitely where it's at.
Read books. Number 6. Now we have to count on 2 hands. Number 6 is people will try to make you into a spokesperson for anyone who looks like you. And this is really problematic, especially in Toronto, because a lot of people are like, oh, we're so multicultural, we're so diverse, you know, look around you, colors of the rainbow, woo! Okay, the problem with that is that you're really just skimming the surface, you know what I mean? And, like, a lot of people come to me and ask me about my religion and my background and my culture, and oh, I've always been curious about this, I've always been curious about that, which is fine. I'm happy to answer any questions people have, but it's not hard to educate yourself, you know, especially if you're in your university or older. It's not hard to go out there and educate yourself on these issues, and there's a difference between curiosity and genuine interest, so, yeah.
Okay, what number are we? Oh my god.
7.
7.
Yeah.
We're on number 7. Okay, professors make mistakes too. Like, I came into university and I was thinking, oh, professors, they can't make any mistakes. They are definitely race conscious, and they and they wouldn't say anything offensive, you know. They wouldn't do that. No. Yeah, I was sorely mistaken. So, professors also say the same things students would say, like, Africa is not a country. I'm not going to put nobody on blast, but I have gotten a part-time job. You know
Seriously?
What my job is?
What is it?
Giving side eyes to
this is
everybody.
not Mean Girls,
this
you know?
Not,
educate yourself.
Yeah, and I just think that if you don't know, ask or go somewhere to find out.
Learn before you teach. The last one, number 8, you can barely fit that in there. People dislike talking about the isms. So the isms, sexism, racism, homophobia, all these things are the isms. As a Muslim Arab woman in society, a lot of isms intersect for me, and I've grown up with them, and it comes naturally for me to talk about them. But for people who haven't faced oppression or experienced it, they're kind of scared of talking about it. It makes them uncomfortable because the same power structures that empower those people are the ones that oppress me. So yeah, a lot of times they tend to ignore it, which means that they're ignoring me and they're alienating me. So, okay, so those were our 8 things that we wish we knew before. 8 things we wish we knew before we started university. But we want to say that not all is lost. You know, get involved at Ryerson. Come to the office. Come to check out the equity service groups.
Come to our events.
Come to our free events. September 13th. It's
Safer Space Social, Thomas Lounge, 6 to 8. Come check it out. It'll be a great way to use your voice.
Even if you're not racialized, you know, challenge yourself, unlearn the things that you've already learned, you know, educate yourself on things that matter. And we all just want to get our voices heard, so
be a part of the community and try to build. And, yeah.
Love loud.
Bye.